Oh, Andy, why are you making another John Campea video? Because I want to squash it. I want to be done with this. I hope this is my last video, John, and I'm only doing this video because you who said you were done talking about me, talked about me again today on your stream. But I actually want to compliment you because you made me think. You made me think, and you actually, I think, were being genuine for once, and saying something there that I took. And I thought, you know what? John's saying some valuable stuff here. I don't just call people out when they say bad things. I call out people when they say good things. That's why I played the clip of you and Erin, because she said some good things. So let's rewind. What am I talking about? For people who are like, who is this guy Andy is talking about? It's a guy named John Campea. He's a pundit in the space. He did Movie Talk and Collider. He calls himself a nobody, but I think that's unfair. He's not a nobody. He's a pundit. He's a critic in this space. We have a lot of similar fans. And while he calls himself a nobody and tells me he should be off limits and I'm bottom of the barrel for commenting on commentators in this space, Joe Carnahan has commented on you, John. When you called out Dave Filoni, he came at you pretty hard and reacted to you. Does that mean you're a nobody? He thought you were somebody. So my point is, like, you can't play both sides. Are you either in this space as an expert, or are you a nobody little channel that no one should touch? It's just silly, John. You can handle some people talking about your commentary. I called out a video John did where he talked about Star Wars with his colleague Aaron, and that channel, that video on my channel, it was split out into two videos. This one right here, man explains female Star Wars series to a female. Look, I didn't like the way John handled it. I loved the way what she said, and I thought it was worthy of conversation. Now, here's where I want to apologize, and then I'm going to play a clip John did on his channel. I made a second part because when we did that as part of our live stream, Jody kept the conversation going and actually filled me in to these comments that John made a while ago about Gal Gadot and Wonder Woman, how he was body shaming her. He was, and she's not a good actress. All these things that he sort of just didn't feel good. That said, it was said a while ago. It was not relevant to the news. There was no reason to split that off into its own video. I clearly did it for clicks, and I'm going to own that. And I realize I don't want to be that channel either. I don't want to just do this to just knock on people, things they said in the past, for no reason. That wasn't cool with me. So you know what? I hear you, John. That is the one example I can see on my channel here where I did something like, yeah, that was probably too much. I do think the Star Wars video I made was fair. A lot of channels were covering that. A lot of channels were meaner than I. A lot of channels were hitting you hard. Geeks and Gamers, Jeremy, I'm not even trying to throw shade at him, but he hit you way harder and way more out of context than I did. Why? So many other channels. Why are you only talking about me? What is it about me that's the only one you got a beef with? Obviously, he and I have a little bit of a previous beef because I called him out when I came back. I don't want to get into it. I've explained that. I don't think John was genuine to his audience. He said something back in the day when I was taken out in 2017. He did make comments, and then when I came back, a fan asked him, what do you think about Andy coming back? And he says, I never said anything then. I'm not going to say anything now. That was a lie. I said it was a lie. I made a whole video about it. I was frustrated, and I've apologized to him. I've emailed him personally to apologize to it. He ignored it, even though he told me I should have reached out. He's ignored it all, and then he spun it. Well, no, I didn't make a video. I made this, I made that. It doesn't matter where you said it, John. I didn't like it. It was offensive to me. It was unnecessary. You've sort of copped to that, so I don't even know what we're doing here. All you had to do is say, yeah, I shouldn't have said anything. Go check out Andy. Look, I don't know what he's saying, but you know, as Christian eloquently said in front of you, Andy has a right to defend himself, which I think you've said later. So I don't know where all this came from, but that's where my beef with John came from. And I do feel still that it was valid. But now fast forward, I thought we were moved on. He made some blog post. I responded to it, thought we were over. And now randomly a fan asks a question, which he didn't have to answer, but he did. And he asked this question and he responded in this blog post. And what really bothers me is this sort of thing. He defines my channel as a hate channel, and I think that's really unfair. It's not a hate channel. I'm gonna show you after I go through these clips, but let's go through John's clips. I want to react to them, and then I want to share sort of my feedback, because while I'm frustrated at some of the shots he takes and I want to respond to them, he is saying something important here, and he is also giving me a compliment, so I want to give him a compliment back for at least standing up partially for me. So here we go. Let's try and watch this in guise of trying to end this. So hopefully this is his thoughts, and I'll share my last thoughts, and we can squash this beef. But here it is.
Yeah, I don't want to go into it. I could say a lot of stuff, but I'm not going to because it would imply that I care, and I don't.
But he does, because he's going to.
There are going to be YouTube channels that want to do what they want to do. There are YouTube channels that want to be bottom dwellers. There are YouTube channels and blogs and podcasts, and there always will be, that want to make their channel about other people's channels, right?
Who, John? Who does that terrible stuff?
I don't want to bring up Andy because I'm not trying to pile on Andy, but I will bring up something that Andy mentioned.
Look, backhanded compliment, because he's about to say something fair and good, but John, by only mentioning me, you're calling me a bottom feeder drama channel that only does videos about YouTube channels. That's not correct. I'm going to prove that, but let's keep going.
He wrote this publicly. You can all see it, and it just makes a point. You know, Andy Signore, when a lot of people, you know, Andy Signore has been, for some reason, very obsessed with me, and whatever. I don't get it, but fine.
Do it for the clicks.
Let him.
Do it for the clicks. You guys are obsessed. I don't know why you. But
you know, somebody wrote to him and saying, like, "Why are you so obsessed with Kim? Why don't you just make content?" And Andy Signore wrote, I believe, on his channel, because somebody sent me a screenshot of this, saying, "Well, I have been making content, but where have all you people been?
Facts. Where
have all you people been when I've been making this content? Oh, now you're here." So basically what Andy was saying, and I get the temptation of this, I do. And I say this partially in Andy's defense.
Thank you, John.
Hate is an easy thing to get clicks on. Drama is an easy thing to get clicks on.
True. This is true.
You know, my YouTube channel, because I've fallen into this trap over the years. As
have I.
But what I have determined is I do not want... My YouTube channel is not to be about talking about other YouTube channels. I believe that's bottom of the barrel. I believe that's pathetic, and I believe that's desperate.
All shots at me, apparently.
I have recognized when I myself have fallen into that.
So why are you so quick to judge others?
I don't want to be that.
Okay, good.
So I'm not going to sit here and talk about other YouTube channels.
But you are right now.
But...
Exactly.
You know, hate videos and stuff like that. They're drama, creating drama, those types of things. They can get clicks. As a matter of fact.
So he goes on and talks about this Star Wars video he made down here, that why it failed. I'm just fast forwarding because I want to make this quick. And he's right. It did well. 55,000 views in a day. He says, but I don't want to keep making those types of videos. He could, but he doesn't. Anyway, I just want to focus on the parts where he talks about me.
I wrote a post just in my community section, responding to some things Andy Signore was saying. I know I could have made a video. I know I could have made... Like, when Andy became an idiot,
classy.
I suppose I could have made a video. And I could have got 100,000 views on that video.
Ooh.
I easily could have got 100,000 views on that video.
He's just gloating like crazy.
I could have made a video
Bravo, John,
on
for your
Andy,
restraint.
and I could have gone blah, 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 blah.
Good impression.
I could have done that, and I could have got 100,000 views. But it's not what I want to do.
Good for you,
it's not
dude.
what I want to be.
Good for you. Genuinely, I'm not even saying that sarcastically. That's his right. But why are you telling me what to do?
It's just not the kind of YouTube channel that I want to create or be a part of or actively do and run every single day.
Fair.
So I got to constantly make choices, and every creator does, about, you know,
Facts.
What is important to them, what isn't important to them, what do they want to be known for, what do they ultimately want their online legacy to be. And I don't want to be, while I am going to complain about certain things sometimes, absolutely, what I don't want to be ever is to be either always known for doing nothing but hate videos, being known for somebody who just desperately tries to get clicks by engaging in drama with other creators.
Me, I guess?
Not like that. I want
these are all me?
to work, and I want to succeed, but I want to succeed. This is me doing a big self-therapy session, so forgive me, guys. Indulge me, if you will. This is just me
honestly, but good for you to do, because you need to figure it out. We all do as creators.
They're doing a big therapy session. I want to succeed, yes, but I want to succeed by doing it the way I perceive it to be the right way.
Okay, good for you.
And that means saying unpopular things if it's what I really think.
That's what I do.
It means saying some divisive things if it's what I really think.
That's what I did, John. Even it was just about you.
But it's never going to be about trying to create drama with other bloggers or YouTubers or podcasters. It's never going to be about just focusing on the easy clicks. Like, 'cause I could make, Listen, there are YouTubers out there who, if they just made the video I made about Star Wars: The Rise,
He goes off on a bunch of stuff, but it's ironic because he doesn't want people to do it about him, but I can't resist. I'm sorry, John. You do it to people in Hollywood. I mean, I understand how you can. I understand how you can come at me for saying I can't make some comments, but then you can make these comments. I can't even find it, but I found the Joe Carnahan thing. But you took a shot. I won't go there. I'll be fair, but because I was just trying to respect and give you facts, guys. But you came at Dave Filoni hard, way harder than I came at you. Why is that okay? How is that not hypocritical? That you're so on me for talking about things you say because you're a nobody? I mean, Joe Carnahan doesn't think you're a nobody. I won't even use his words. He was much meaner than me. Look, why is that not okay? I mean, I would say he's bullying you, if anything, but I would say you were bullying Dave Filoni. So this is like an endless circle of like, you don't want to be a nobody, but then it's confusing me, man. I got to be honest. Look, you talk about a legacy. I had a legacy. I continue to be proud of that legacy. I don't have the resources or the audience you have anymore. That's the sad reality. So yeah, I'm resorting to easiness, but so are you. We're reacting to the news. We're reading fan comments. It's all lazy, John. So stop calling out my lazy, I don't know how to make content, which he does even more in the thing. I've made a lot of content I'm very proud of, award-winning content that will stand the test of time, that inspired a lot of people. So be careful with the shots you keep throwing my way. Just, come on, dude. Show some respect, which you've done at times, and I'm trying to be nice here, but you threw too many shots in that thing. My point is, my channel is not a hate channel. I've done a lot of content. I would love to do more breakdowns and things, edited things, but they're hard to do. They take time, and every time I do them, YouTube doesn't promote it the same. But you're calling me a hate channel to your audience. You're encouraging this narrative that I'm just full of hate drama. Yes, I've made two videos, a two-part video about you. I made one way back when I was upset with you, like I said. But if you go through my channel, it's I do some debates. I do debates with people where we have civil debates. It's just like I did on movie fights. That's not hate. It's conversation. I made a video here about America's Funniest Home Videos exposing Don't Sign Up with them. I did an amazing interview with William Sadler, the actor, which was you guys should all check out. It's awesome. I did the plot to Batman, a really good exclusive scoop that's slowly over time picking up some stuff. I got Michael Jackson's nephew talking about how he almost bought Marvel. I do so much stuff here. My Shang-Chi scoop, talking about the Spider-Verse cameos. My reports on Quibi. I've been doing a lot of business talk, as well as my Last Dance review with Michael Jordan. I was really proud of that one. It took me to a place I didn't think it would, and it's not a type of content I typically review, but I've been putting it out there. I did Scoob with my kids. It was adorable. I loved it. It was so fun to bring them in there, and people were kind for once. And you know what? I want to do more of that because I realized, oh, wow, people accepted this, and it was a fun way a fun spin to do it. I ate crow and admitted the Snyder Cut's coming. I talked about Joe Rogan and moving to Spotify, John Krasinski moving to CBS All Access, and now I've done this thing where I'm rejecting the Snyder cult. I'm trying to fight back against toxic fandom, which is triggering a lot of toxic fans or people who aren't even reading the headline to just assume I'm hating Snyder fans, which I'm not doing. I've said a million times, I'm excited for Zack Snyder, his fans. I actually really want to watch the movie, but no, they take little sound bites out of things and they try to hit you hard and just say you're a hater and that's all you've been doing. Look, it's all just stupid. The reality is I'm not a hate channel. I don't want to be a hate channel. I've never been a hate channel. I have resorted to some drama. I'm sorry for the Wonder Woman piece. It was out of line. It was an old thing I drudged up. Now, I could have brought that up, and I should have brought that up when you made comments about Robert Pattinson. That would have been a fair commentary video about something you were saying in the news. That's fair game, John. If I say something in this space and you want to react to it and use it to trigger conversations between you and your panel, you're allowed. That's what this world's about, especially while we're on lockdown and there's no movies to talk about. So, look, I want to squash this. You took some shots, whatever. I took a couple shots back. At the end of the day, I apologize for that video. You're right. Every filmmaker has to make those choices. I don't want to be known as that. I shouldn't be known as that. It's not a fair criticism of my channel or a label of my channel. But that one video is, so I will acknowledge that. But I hope this could sort of end it. You have my info. I don't need to talk to you, but I've said so many times, if you got an issue, just come talk to me. I'm sure we could sort this out privately. I'm not looking to hate or destroy you or cancel you. That's the last thing I want to do. But I'm just frustrated by you because you keep spinning this unfairly to your crowd. I'm trying to rebuild, man. You don't owe me anything, but you lied. You told your audience something. I would have left you alone if you had said nothing. But you didn't say nothing just because you deleted it, just because your Patreon, your diehard supporters said you were nice. It doesn't mean it didn't affect me. It did, John. So you can either respect that and just take that L and say, you know what, Andy, I shouldn't have said anything. He's right. I shouldn't have said anything. I understand why he's upset. Let's end this. I've been waiting for that. I've written you personally, as you asked me to apologize, and you keep spinning this in a way that it was frustrating to me. But look, I appreciate what you just did there. Thank you for that. Thank you for your therapy session, because it made me think too. I'm constantly wrestling with which videos I should post. I would love your feedback, guys. Those of you who made it this far and you're not hating on me and you're telling me to go get over things. What do you want to see more of on this channel? I'm struggling because sometimes the algorithm doesn't help the stuff I really like. What do you like? Any suggestions? I want to hear them. If you're going to give me actual good criticism, please put it down in the comments below. I'm going to put a playlist right up here of some of my favorite videos I've made of recent, so go check those out. There's no drama in them. I'd love your support. Thank you guys for hearing me out. I'm going to talk more about movies this month. That's my goal. So stay tuned. Thanks again. Enjoy your weekend, and we will see you soon. Bye, everybody.